What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Casey and we are about to embark on 19 kilometers of fatiguing non-stop rock crawling action through one of the most stunning off-road trails the United States has to offer. This is the trail the Jeep borrowed the name from to use on their most capable edition of the Wrangler and Gladiators. I'm going to walk you through the famous Rubicon trail from start to finish as my friends and I spend the next 3 days experiencing everything this legendary bucket list off-road adventure has to offer. Today we begin our conquest at 6,000 feet as we enter the western side Gatekeeper that is located along the north edge of Loon Lake, situated around 140 kilometers east of Sacramento, California, in the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Got 6 awesome rigs with us. We've got Metal Cloak Mike and his TJ on 35s. We've got Chris and Faye with their JK on 35s. There's me. I've got my 2020 EcoDiesel Wrangler JL with 37. And we've got my friend Ryan Utah behind me with a 2-door on 40s, guys. This is gonna be an interesting rig because Ryan discovered he has a chipped ring tooth on his rear axle just before this trip, so hopefully we can make it all the way to the end without any damage. And behind that we have another Eco Diesel. We have my friends Jack and Heather, and they're also on 37s, but they're a lot lighter than my massive overland setup rig at 7,000 pounds. And behind them, my friend Gretchen has her Gladiator here. So we have a little bit of everything coming through the trail today, guys. Oh, and the Gladiator is on 37s. I really want to make this video for the non-hardcore wheelers. So we've got a great variety of rigs with us. We'll try some of the harder obstacles. Soup Bowl, which I don't know, I think that Jack wants to give it a try. There's Little Sluice, which is a little easier. But the Rubicon Trail is, you know, supposed to be completed by a Rubicon stock from the factory. So there's lots of bypasses, lots of obstacles to challenge you along the way. Today I want to get you guys encouraged and motivated to come out here and check out this amazing trail with your Jeep. And don't be afraid to come out here and see this beautiful, amazing historic trail. So the first obstacle you're going to encounter coming to the Rubicon is called Gatekeeper. It is an obstacle to let you know just what you may expect along here. Metal Cloak Mike was saying that several years ago they actually made the Gatekeeper a little easier to reduce it being such a choke point for vehicles and having to winch coming through here. But I'm gonna throw it down into 4 low, give us a little bit more torque, a little less stress on the rig.
It used to be all boulders like that.
Really? Oh wow, that's cool.
So that's a street marks on.
So this is Gatekeeper. This is the first obstacle you'll encounter on the Rubicon Trail. And Mike was just saying that they made it a little easier, but there are some boulders, but nothing to be too worried about. Just connect your sway bar, 4 low, and you know, try to follow the line that you see some other tire tracks taken. And we'll watch Mike come through, and then we'll get the EcoDiesel coming through here.
Real quick, guys, I want to just ask you for a huge favor. I am trying to get my channel to 100,000 subscribers, and a large percentage of you watching aren't subscribed to the channel. If you could just take a quick second and hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it a ton.
There you go. Well, get up high on that rock because you don't want to slide into that little crack there. There you go. Climb that boulder to your driver's side. Yeah. All right, go. Go, 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 go. There you go. Just watch your line coming through here, guys. Here comes Ryan on 40s. Now he does have stock axles, so this will be a true test. If you can get through the Rubicon on 40s with stock Dana 44s. Just beautiful out here. You can see some of the other tracks that we're going to be going through on this trail as we snake around. Oh, that was really off camera coming around that rock. That rock is gonna be uncomfortable as you guys come around that. Just
You might be all right.
It's gonna be the right side. Right here.
just a little up top. What's this rock called, Mike?
So this is the bowl. These are the slabs everybody talks about when you hear talking about the bowl. This is it. We're gonna go down inside, and then we'll go up the other side.
All right. So we're through Gatekeeper.
You're gonna see me make a hard right and go through this little S turn because there's a drop off straight ahead.
We drop into the bowl here. There's a ledge that we avoided and took a little Z-turn through the ledge. Feels a little off camber as you kind of complete the turn. You want to make sure you're all the way through this ledge before you start turning into this downhill. Yeah, and then just turn into it and run out till you get off this ledge and then turn into the downhill.
Jack and Heather have decided to take the ledge line. There are a lot of ledges on the Rubicon Trail, and it's easy to get hung up with a longer wheelbase or if you don't have a high clearance rear bumper.
Driver, 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 driver. Yeah. Passenger's gonna come up in a sec. Yeah, go keep driver, stay driver, stay driver. You're good. Woo, you're three-wheeling. You're good. Ooh, that fell down a bit more. You're good. It's just a sliding. That's what it's for. Okay.
We've got everyone through. The rest of it is just downhill. We'll keep it in 4-low, first gear. Let the Jeep just coast at a nice pace. This is the beer tree? No reason? Just it's the beer tree because it's got a sign on it that says it's the beer
I've
tree.
always stopped here. I think it's because people used to just stop and have a beer at the end of the run. I'm just
You were saying this is a roadway, so no drinking on the trail. Can get a deal. And Mike was just saying, like, all the different law enforcement agencies in the area have crazy built rigs to come out and get you.
yeah, they're usually on 40s, fully cloaked or
Yeah.
other, you know, and pretty nice.
Government funded Jeeps.
Yeah. Placer County, state parks, and at least El Dorado County. I think there's one other.
Where do I apply for that job?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Where did these come from?
That guy came up in that buggy.
Oh yeah.
He works for the Rubicon Trail Association.
Oh, sick.
He handed out these like bandanas. Pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
So that's nice. There you go.
Bandana.
He was stoked to hear that we're from Canada.
Was he?
He was like, whoa!
Yeah, all the way down here.
I got more too.
I take different lines on these ledges, so just pay attention.
As we come up the bowl, Mike is just saying to keep an eye on the reflectors to make sure you're staying on the proper trail. And we're gonna go see the different possible lines as we come up to some ledges for the different wheelbases that we have with us.
We're just climbing our way up and out here, and there are a few different spots that have different lines depending on if you have a longer or shorter wheelbase. Chris is heading to the left of the tree, but I think I'm going to take a stab at these ledges that go up along the right hand side.
So the two doors are going around to this tree here. So you want to come up, yeah, straighten out, Jack. And then as you come over, go passenger. Okay, go, 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 yep. Got your lockers on. Okay, back up, turn passenger. Okay, come straight from there, and then once you hit this ledge, then go passenger. Okay, go, 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 yep. There you go. Keep going, keep going.
Yeah! Come up, come up. Got passenger just a little bit. Yeah, come up. Okay, passengers gonna climb. Yeah, driver's gonna climb. Yeah. Okay, take passenger. Yep, up, passenger's climbing. Driver's up. Yeah.
Now keep in mind, guys, it is really difficult on camera to show you how steep some of these climbs are and how tall some of these ledges are. So definitely try to get out to the Rubicon Trail one day so you can understand just what I'm talking about.
Got a bit of an off-camber section here. I just locked my sway bar back in. That's where it's handy to have a true Rubicon so that I'm not tipping my Jeep too much. We've got these beautiful rock bluffs and this meadow down below. Don't want to fall off the edge here. There's a bit of a ledge on the driver's side. We'll keep away from. The next big obstacle we're gonna hit here is a real vertical rock face called Whalebone. And we've got some different lines. Mike wants to keep to the right for his rig, hugging this big boulder because he doesn't like getting his tire up in the air. The longer wheelbases, we're gonna just line up and make sure we're going straight up the vertical face and not on an angle, so it's less sketchy. That way, if we do lift, it'll just be straight up, not, you know, rotating our Jeep lifting up. Got everybody up Whalebone. It's kind of fun. I started sliding a little to the passenger side as I was going up, and I forgot to have my camera on showing me driving, but if you guys could have seen the expression on my face for a moment there, but we're through. So now it's just a bit of an easy cruise through boulders for a little bit until we get to the next set of obstacles. As we make our way through this calmer section to Ellis Creek, just wanted to let you guys know that the Rubicon video series is sponsored by Ecoflow. I'm currently running an Ecoflow Delta Max 2 2000 watt hour battery system in the back, and that is keeping all of my devices charged. We've got camera batteries and drone batteries and lights for at camp and mosquito repellent systems. There are a pile of USB ports on the front of this. But what's also awesome about the Ecoflow Delta 2 Max is we have a giant inverter in there that lets me run my Nespresso machine for coffee in the morning. Yeah, we're fancy like that, but it also gives me plenty of power to do whatever else I need. I can run an extension cord up into my tent, which I generally do to keep my phone charged at night, and I can run the USB lights in my rooftop tent as well. But we're also trail testing Ecoflow's newest product, the Glacier fridge, and that's a dual zone fridge with ice maker as well. It's pretty slick. I've got it tied down in the back passenger seat, and we've got both zones set up. I can keep one side as a complete freezer, sub-zero temperatures. I didn't bring any ice cream, but I guess I probably could have. But I've got one side nicely separated with all my sparkling water, keeping them frosty cool. And on the other side, all of my food that I need for this trip. There's plenty of room inside the Ecoflow Glacier in the back, and it fits really nicely between the back of the passenger seat beside me and my Tuffy security deck. And so it just fits nice and snug in there, and I can pop my rear passenger door open, grab drinks throughout the day. I've got my lunch in there, and it's keeping all my food chilled. And the Glacier also has its own battery in it, so it doesn't actually need to be running off of a portable power system, and can save you some money if you don't need both of those. What's awesome as well is all the Ecoflow products have this great app that I have running on my phone, so I can make sure that my devices are being charged. I can make sure that the battery has adequate power for the day. I can keep an eye on the Glacier to make sure nothing's happened and that it is staying at the temperatures that I've set it to, and we can monitor the charging rates and output rates. Turn on the 12 volt, the USB, the inverter, which is really nice because when I want to flick the inverter on, I don't have to go to the unit itself. I can just pull up my phone, turn it on, use what I need to use, and turn it off right away and save some power. Do support the companies that help make these adventures. Ecoflow has sponsored the Rubicon series, and I truly appreciate that. It lets me get out on these huge trips and make these videos for you guys. So do me a favor, check out some of the links down in the description below. There's coupon codes there if you need them and you want to make a purchase. But check them out. It helps me a ton if you want to take a look at some of the Ecoflow products and pick something up for yourself. And then we can make more of these awesome, huge road trip videos, because this is a 7-day trip and 2 days just to get to the Rubicon Trail. So big thanks to Ecoflow for sponsoring this trip and this video. We're just crossing over the creek here. Not much water in there. Maybe down below those bushes. Oh, I can see a little bit down there. It's just a tiny smidge, but as you cross over the creek, there is a outhouse here if you need to stop and take a bio break. And we're gonna make our way to the Soup Bowl, which is, I think, the hardest obstacle on the Rubicon Trail. So I'm gonna take a look at it and decide whether or not I wanna run it. I was just watching Nate from Dirt Lifestyle, him and his crew run it. It is a gnarly obstacle, but Jack wants to give it a try. So that is gonna be our lunch spot, I think, for today. Be a good spot to get out of the vehicle and watch a little action, so stay tuned. Oh, I'm getting filmed here.
What'd you think so far?
Great start to the day. Yeah, some fun little obstacles.
We've gone like 1.1 miles.
Out of how many?
12.
Oh, we're doing all right. We might be there by midnight.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time, yeah. Is it all slow for the rest of the, or is it kind of up and down in speeds?
All slow like this.
Yeah.
You'll get some sections where it's a little smoother. You can maybe get out of first, second, and then back into first again.
Wait, I've been in 4 high the whole time.
Oh, I haven't even locked my hub yet.
Yeah. You definitely want 4 low coming through here, guys. Don't overstress your drivetrain by keeping it in 4 high and just putting more wear and tear than necessary on this trail. Mike was saying this bridge hasn't been here forever, well, obviously, but the vehicles used to tear up the creek too much coming through here, a lot of erosion, so they brought a bridge in to reduce the erosion. But we're just thinking about, how did you get all of this large steel up here? I think you'd have to come in through helicopter, but maybe somebody else knows otherwise. If you guys are wondering about what to do about bathrooms while you're out here, there are outhouses. It seems to be quite frequently, so you don't have to worry about that aspect of camping and spending your time out here. So far, I mean, it's an awesome trail. It's absolutely beautiful up here. Just rocks, redwood trees, and there's lakes and mountains. It's super awesome. Keeps you on your toes. It's definitely, one of those trails where it's going to be fatiguing because you're constantly having to pay attention. But that's fun. I mean, that's what you came out here looking for. It's a lot of fun, and you really kind of get to see what your Jeep is made of. So far, really enjoying the trip. Super, super awesome. I recommend. I think everybody come and get out here. Especially if you're buying a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. It looks like Chris is taking a different line off to the left here. Mike went around the high side. Get our tires wet, make things a little more dicey. There we go, dry them off. Bouldery boulder there. That was fun. That was a really fun line. stop, or the next obstacle, or whatever you want to call it, is going to be Walker's Hill, just before the Soup Bowl. Soup Bowl is where we're going to hang out for a little bit, have some lunch, because it's 12:30 now. By the way, it is absolutely perfect weather today. It's 18 degrees Celsius, which I think is probably 60, I want to say 68, maybe 70 degrees. Beautiful, perfect weather. It's not scorching hot. I wouldn't want to be out here and it was just annihilating you with heat. A little bit dusty. This is great before the snow comes, because I hear there's a lot of snow up here in the winter. Chris, I'm gonna have to add a stall counter to the video. And by the way, Chris's two-door JK is a manual, and that loud clacking you guys keep hearing, we've damaged one of the spring perches in the front of the Jeep, and we need to get it fixed and get some springs adjustment when we get back, but we didn't have time to deal with it, and it's not really a big deal. Make sure we're not gonna smack our passenger side coming through there. Woo, that's steep. That's turn coming up there. Alright, finished up at Walker's Hill. Make our way to the Soup Bowl. Seems like an appropriate place to have lunch. And we'll see who's gonna give it a whirl. Still on the fence. I wanna have a look at it first before we make any decisions. Pretty gnarly. Definitely can get you pretty off camera. And we're pretty heavy on the roof. And we can see how Jack does it with his JL before we take a stab at it, and how off camera he gets with it. But we're just climbing another little
at the top of this hill
section
is
here.
Cell Tree.
Cell Tree.
So you need to service this spot.
That's definitely a rock to watch there, Jack.
Copy.
So there's a tree along
Bellied out on it a bit.
my driver's side, smashed pretty hard right under me. You could maybe go a little more to the passenger side and avoid hitting it that hard.
True.
But there's a tree called Cell Tree, or Cell Tower Tree, or Cell Service Tree, or something like that up here. This a spot that's known to have cell service on the trail, because most of the trail you won't have cell service on, or it'll be very, very, very weak. We are at the famous Soup Bowl obstacle, which doesn't look like much on camera, guys, but it's got some big gaps in it that look like it would eat tires for breakfast. And this is what I think is the issue right here, is getting through these. I don't know how tall this gap is, but oh, look at all the metal in here from people scraping and ripping their Jeeps up. But you've got to come up and turn in and get through it and come over, sort of like a Z shape from what I've seen. And it's a big gap right here.
That's the point.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'd love to get.
yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then you've got this like 4-foot ledge here that you have to get around to get to a spot where it's low enough to get up here. You got to come up and come through and then up,
Usually you get your driver tire up here,
and then turn into
probably
it.
get into your rocker and pivot on that. If your tire's up here, and then it'll just pull you around. And then you go out that way.
Really off camber.
It's okay, I don't have roof up there.
Yeah, exactly. Sandwich and a coffee first. A roast beef, cheese, lettuce, and a sourdough cheddar bun. It's gonna be awesome. That's a big sandwich too. All right, let's see if we can get Jack through here. I'm gonna stand up at the top though. Oh, you fell off. You gotta back up now. Yeah, try to get over to that way a little bit further. Okay, try that, yeah. Back up with a bit of drivers. Turn drivers as you back up a little bit. Keep going. Now bring it passenger as you come forward. Rapid passenger. You need to get passenger as soon as you can. Okay, go. Just a little bit. There you go. All right, drivers. Drivers. You made it. Look at the rock, man. You've put a new gash in it.
That's your dip over here.
Excellent.
Maybe check for leaking fluids. Well done. You got her. How'd that feel in there? Just way
not good, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was fun. It was exciting. Do it again though.
Really off camber.
Do it in reverse.
It was very tipped.
All right, we gotta get going. It's 2 o'clock. Can't spend all day on this. I'll have to try it another time, but not with a rooftop tent on top, I think. Good job for Jack getting up there. That's pretty awesome. Drop off coming here. Big huge shelf. Whew. Even full brakes can't stop me. Small sized boulders everywhere. It's good though. What a fun trail. Definitely gotta check this out. Bring your Jeep up here and give it a try. Group, don't go alone, but you know, definitely come and check this trail out. See what your Jeep can do. It's pretty impressive. Just arrived at the probably one of the most famous obstacles on here, Little Sluice, and we got some intel on the way down that some boulders have fallen in it.
I'm thinking she should bypass it.
Go have a look.
Yeah, we'll walk up.
It's pretty gnarly on the undercarriage.
Yeah.
There we go. So here is the Little Sluice. So the whole point of Little Sluice is to knock as much metal out of your Jeep as possible on the way through. So pretty tame to start out, but then we've got the big boulders a little further up. Now, if you guys are worried about whether this obstacle is too difficult for your Jeep, there is a good bypass around it. Is it Toyota Rock? Is that because they go around? Just kidding, Toyota guys. I'm sure you could run this too. And here's where Little Sluice becomes a challenge. So you gotta get on all these rocks, not get hung up on any of these spiky bits.
So we come through here, tire on there, over through here. Try not to catch too much diff on this. It's like dragging stuff on here, so maybe climbing up the side and on this side. Once you get to here, you're kind of good.
Either U-joint cup or favorable.
But you don't want your tire in this rut here.
No, you want it on the wall.
Yeah. This is Spotter's rock right here. It's nice and flat.
No tire marks.
No tire marks. Oh, back up. You gotta get your drivers up on that rock more. And then avoid that boulder-ish thing. There you go, up and over that. And then straddle those rocks. There you go, okay. Keep going. Ooh, stall counter, +1. You're gonna have to get your driver's side tire up on this ledge. +1. That fender's gonna, man, I don't know if I wanna go through there with plastic fenders. All right. Okay, yeah, all right. There's the ledge. Straight up. Yeah, okay. Slow. Forward. Watch this tire. Keep this tire coming passenger, but right on the rock. Okay, come forward. Okay. Passenger a little bit. Forward, forward. Okay, passenger. Passenger more. Yeah, okay. Hard over. Okay, come up. Once we get your back up, you're gonna come up over this. You're almost there, but your back's stalling out on this. Yeah, go. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's reassess. All right, hard drivers, come up. You're gonna use your rocker. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. So I got skid plates. There you go. You're up. Okay, you're spotting your way.
So what? Just stick with the original line?
That line seemed to work, just with a little more flex, a little bigger.
Passenger and come up. Yeah. Okay, try to control that. Keep coming. Yep. Keep coming. Keep coming. Passenger. And crawl. Okay. Keep coming. Yep.
What's it resting on under there?
Frame.
After several attempts of stacking rocks and trying to get the Jeep into the right line, it was hung up on its frame, and we decided the best course of action was to pull some winch line, because we do have to drive our Jeeps home at the end of this trip.
Give it a bite, good yank.
Oh, this is so hard. You got it. Roll out of it.
You're through.
So if you stay left just before the outhouse, you can follow the yellow road markers and get yourself around the little sluice. I decided to back out and go around after spending a lot of time with Chris and then Jack with Heather driving and then having to pull winch. I really felt like I was gonna rip my fenders off with the way that little sluice has its boulders sitting, and Chris tore all the paint off his one fender, and Jack and Heather's Jeep has cut fenders on the back and almost no fenders on the front, but also a very stubby front bumper, which I think would make a difference too. So, you know, I just not into smashing my rig up and then having to pull winch line and set everybody back even longer. It's already 3:30 in the afternoon and we've still got several more miles to go, and we all kind of want to get to camp and be able to cook dinner in the light today. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I really would like to get the JK back up and running and be able to tow it to some of these really hard trails, or some of these trails that have really hard sections on them, and, you know, something I can just not care at all about. You know, like, it's tough to come out on some of these trails and then you see the hard obstacles and
Gretchen, just holler if you need a spot.
You don't want to smash your Jeep up on them. But I guess that's, you know, part of it. You can come out here and you don't have to smash your Jeep because they have some good bypasses. You don't have to try all the crazy stuff like Soup Bowl and Little Sluice. We're gonna keep making our way along here and keep the whole group moving. A beautiful shot here coming through the V-notch obstacle. Mike says, watch your quarter panels. I don't know what a quarter panel is, but you know. We'll follow Ryan through here. Managed to sneak in front of me. Wow, this is an interesting little section. Be careful on your passenger side here. I'm guessing if you climb too far up the V-notch, you're gonna whack your side on this rock right here.
It's a cool little rock formation to come through.
Looks like we might have a little bit of rain in the forecast over the tops of the peaks of those mountains. It's a little bit of a dark sky out there. So the idea is to camp at Buck Island tonight, which is right here. And we're up here past Spider Lake. We started over here, so we've gone probably over 3/4 of the distance. A little bit further to go.
So is this Arnold's rock? Is that the big?
Yeah, that's Arnold's rock.
The big flat rock?
A huge thanks to Metal Cloak for letting Mike come out and spend a few days with us on the Rubicon Trail. His trail knowledge really helped keep our group moving along quickly, and I can't thank him enough for all the time he spent helping us. Do me a favor and help support the companies that help make this content for you guys to watch. Check out some of the links down in the description below, as well as all the social media profiles for everybody that is on this trip with us.
Pulled Gretchen up with some winch line there. Got her drive shaft all stuck on some rock things. You can go around this way. It's a little easier lying around. All right, onward and forward.
There you go. That's a big jump up there.
V rock here. Click over the top. Watch the boulder on our driver's side. We don't wanna slide into it. There we go. Don't want to cut it too close as we come around. Really smacking up the sliders pretty good on the trail. I think maybe if you had a stock Rubicon, swap out the sliders to something a little bit more robust. Bit of water here, look at this. Got Buck Island off in the distance. That's where we're heading. That water, little body of water over there. You guys can see it right in the trees there. That's camp. Planning for camp tonight. So maybe another mile-ish, mile and a half.
Stay tuned to the end of the video if you want a little recap of all our travel stats for the day. And I have a little surprise for you right after that.
All right, we're dropping down some elevation as we pass through, oh, jeez, Indian slabs. So we're heading this way, but off to the left here, there's a turnoff, and on a lot of the maps here, we've got Friends of the Rubicon camping area, all the way up to the Rubicon Springs overlook. And Mike was just saying that Metal Cloak just sponsored that loop. Mike didn't know exactly what the specifics were with using that camp area, whether you'll have to book it or not or whatnot. But you know, Metal Cloak is only an hour and a half from the trailhead, and so they're up here all the time testing their new development parts and rigs that they take out here and friends they bring out. And a lot of the people at Metal Cloak are wheelers, just like Mike, who's leading us here today, and big supporters of the off-road community, and especially the Rubicon Trail being basically in Metal Cloak HQ's backyard. So that's really cool. Thanks, Metal Cloak, for keeping wheelers outfitted with awesome gear and equipment for their rigs.
Ryan's stopping really quick to grab a couple shots of his two-door JL on 40s. Definitely go check out his Instagram. I'll put a link down in the description. He has some pretty awesome shots from this trip on there.
Right now.
Looks like we have arrived at Buck Island Lake. Beautiful lake. How deep? I wonder how deep that is right there. Quite deep because it goes all the way down to there. Here comes our crew. Man-made spill water off to our side here. Which is kind of interesting. So I don't know what the deal is with Buck Island Lake and why it needs a spillway and it's not natural, but I don't know. It must need to hold water in for some reason. We just passed a group that was camping at the northwest tip of it here. We're gonna keep plugging along and find an open campground. So we kind of make our way over this ledge. Man-made obstacle here. Here on Buck Island Lake. This is perfect. So we're gonna set the tent up, cook a little something for dinner. Everybody else is getting all their gear out. We're gonna spend the night here, and then we've got one more night and kind of 2 more days to finish the trip. I'm starving, tired. The Rubicon Trail, I'd say, is like a moderately difficult trail. Stock Rubicon's supposed to get through here. I think if you took most of the bypasses and you were a tactful driver, you'd have a good time out here. But it is fatiguing. It's a long day. It's tiring. It's non-stop obstacles. But there's some beautiful scenery. It's a lot of fun if you like off-roading. And there's some great camp spots so far. Let's see what else is prices out there because I hear Rubicon Springs is really nice. We'll continue this journey over the next couple of days, guys. Do me a favor, help me with that goal of hitting 100,000 subscribers. About 70% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel and you're watching the videos, so appreciate it a ton. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you have any questions about the Rubicon. If you've run it, what your experience has been like. Smash that like button, and we'll see you in part 2 of the Rubicon series.
I just dropped a whole new line of merch for you guys over on dirtyanddangerous.com. Make sure to check out the all-new Rubicon Trail zip-up hoodie with the entrance and exit Gatekeeper, GPS coordinates printed on the sleeves, and a topographical map of the Rubicon Trail on the back. Grab them now over at dirtyanddangerous.com, and thank you so much for supporting these videos and adventures.
So here's our statistics from Loon Lake to Buck Island Lake. Average moving speed was 2.3 kilometers an hour. We did 11.3 kilometers over 9 hours and 14 minutes with 4 hours 55 minutes of moving time and 4 hours 18 minutes of stop time, with an average moving pace of 26 minutes per kilometer and an average pace of 49 minutes per kilometer. And we really didn't change much elevation today. We started at, well, our minimum elevation was 1,924 meters and max elevation was 2,064 meters. There you go.